One of the weirdest things about the modern console war is the fact that people are so excited when a game fails. And not for the reasons a logical person would be happy about that, because obviously if a game comes out and it's really bad or buggy or has horrible business practices, that is probable cause to rejoice when the thing financially flops, because it's not going to encourage more stuff like that to exist in the future. But that's not the kind of excitement I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the excitement that you see from certain circles online when someone even suggests that a game on their competing platform isn't doing too hot. Or maybe it's not doing as hot as it once was. It's like an actual W to these people. It's so bizarre. And you've been seeing a lot of that towards Starfield from the PlayStation community for obvious reasons. Not only is Starfield an Xbox console exclusive that looks really, really good, but it's also been holding steady at the top of sales charts for weeks, and it doesn't even launch for another 2 months. But the other day, good golly gosh, Starfield dropped down in the Steam charts because the pre-order hype died down and the Steam summer sale began. And it only took about 4 business hours for PlayStation Twitter to look at that and then start running victory laps because apparently Starfield is now dead. I'm not kidding, that's a thing people think simply because Starfield went down in the Steam sales charts. And I want to point out that Starfield is going to be on Game Pass on day 1 on console and PC, so the fact that it's selling this well on Steam is insane. Following the Starfield Direct not too long ago, the game shot to the top of Steam charts, and it sat there for literal weeks. I'm pretty sure this game was in Steam's top 50 up to the start of the summer sale, and it was a full $70 pre-order. That's ridiculous. The fact that it took the summer sale to knock it down a peg is an incredible testament to the amount of faith and excitement there is surrounding this game. But since this is the PlayStation community we're talking about, they obviously didn't see it that way. But there's one thread that I saw that I want to focus on in particular because there's lots of variety in it. So thank you to Unleashed for starting this dog shit thread because you attracted a bunch of people that I'm going to line up next to you and then insult you all in turn. Alright, sound fair? Let's begin. The initial post reads, Baldur's Gate 3 destroying Starfield on Steam. You love to see it, with 4 fire emojis, and then he has a screenshot of Starfield being knocked down to number 65 on the sales charts while Baldur's Gate was obviously much higher, because surely that wouldn't have anything to do with Baldur's Gate 3 being actually playable right now through early access. Like, it's a game that you can actually play, you don't have to wait for it, and it's not a game that you probably would have pre-ordered already if you were interested in it. Because most of the Starfield pre-orders already happened in the couple weeks after the Starfield Direct. So the fact that it's falling in the charts, especially while there's hundreds of games on sale right now, that's really not weird. Again, it's just kind of a testament as to how solidly this game was selling without even being released. But let's just go ahead and click on this profile picture to see what fucking Scooby-Doo ass villain is behind this. Yup, that completely checks out. Let's have a good day now. But like I said, this is a thread, not a singular tweet, so let's just see how PlayStation Twitter responded to the fucking bat signal being raised here. Wow, Starfield that low on the charts. Tell me this isn't the Xbox stench. So just so we're on the same page, there are over 50,000 games on Steam. The fact that a game that hasn't even come out yet has remained in the double digits on the sales charts for this long is on its own impressive. But we all seem to, again, be forgetting the fact that up until this point, Starfield's been in the top 50. And to my knowledge, the upper parts of the top 50 this whole time. Remember, in the very screenshot that you posted to start this thread, Starfield was at number 65 in the heat of a Steam sale, and the game is not on sale. And you're interpreting this as a W for PlayStation?
Who the fuck do you think is watching your... What?
What's Starfield doing down there? Oh, I don't know, giving everyone else some room to breathe for the first time in fucking weeks? Also, excuse all the Brotato gameplay on my channel recently. I've been completely addicted to this game. It's so much fucking fun. It's basically just min-max the game. Like, this is the video game equivalent of doing a math problem and then having to complete a Binding of Isaac dungeon to see the answer. And your answer can use 6 guns at once. It's fucking awesome. Buy this game. Also, I want a Brotato mod that replaces the potato with Doom Guy and reskins all the aliens to different Doom demons. Fucking modders, make it happen.
Designers, make it work, and you have less than an hour.
Doesn't matter how much at Xbox, at Microsoft hype Starfield, it doesn't look good at all. It's been delayed by almost a year, No Man's Sky has done everything Starfield is supposed to do, the gameplay looks clunky and dated, looks like gamers are not impressed in general. Because No Man's Sky is an RPG, right? With a bunch of classes and skills, right? It's a single-player RPG with in-depth dialogue choices and shooting and leveling. Also, how can you even possibly think gamers aren't impressed with this game in response to a post about how fucking dominant Starfield sales have been? Oh my god.
So, what game do we have here? What game is this?
I think most of Starfield's audience is coming from Xbox and Game Pass and not from Steam. Xbox don't play games, bruh. Bro, you have a Twitter account entirely dedicated to PlayStation. You're no better than everyone else on this fucking app. Like, you are a fucking bottom tier Twitter account. Like, you're not even mid tier. You're so bottom tier, it wouldn't even be funny if someone pulled you out in tournament. But also, there's some comedy in the fact that this all started with you bringing up Baldur's Gate 3. Like, do PlayStation guys even know what fucking Baldur's Gate is? And since when do PlayStation guys use PC stuff as ammo against Xbox? Because look at this initial screenshot. That's a PC screenshot. Is your own platform really so devoid of advantages that you have to come use ours instead? Like, fucking get off my lawn. PlayStation Twitter hated us PC guys until like 5 seconds ago. Ha ha ha, I'll play both as I own both. Starfield is going to be game changing. Anyone that knows the gaming industry and the support they've had knows this. That's why publishers are changing their dates. They're grounded in reality. Nope, it'll come and be forgotten, only for the PC modders to give it some life. Will be dead on Xbox.
Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Which is why there was a 1,300% increase in Xbox console sales after the Direct, right? And why the $300 collector's editions sold out immediately, right? And why there is an entire horde of people who are going to play this through Game Pass on top of the Steam sales and pre-orders for Xbox that have already gone through. Like, yeah, obviously, this game's fucking DOA. Prepare the tears, because your character will be 100% sad points. I don't know what the fuck that meant. I'm gonna cut that. I can play both. Don't care, lol. So why you here? Because your tweet was on my feed. So, ignore it? I mean, I'd respond to this, but this reply nailed it, so I'll just leave it on screen. Give you a second to read it. Maybe go get a snack. Okay, let's move on. Both games look great. Also, stop coping. Starfield looks like utter shit. What a worthwhile contribution to the internet that response was. Starfield also getting destroyed by The Witcher 3, a game that came out almost 8 years ago. Yeah, Witcher 3 is also one of the most acclaimed RPGs of all time, and it's on a fucking fat sale right now, so yeah, no shit, it's selling well. Nobody gonna play Starfield on Steam. But it's been at the top. Never mind. So many salty, toxic, fake people gamers on here only want to talk about Xbox. How about buy a bloody PS5 and play some games? I love this. OP brings up Starfield to talk shit about Xbox exclusives, and then directly compares it to Baldur's Gate 3, a completely different kind of game on a completely different platform in the comparison, and when people start pointing out how stupid this is, you think it's because of fake people wanting to talk about Xbox. Like, bro, OP is the one who brought up Xbox in the first place. If I throw a sandwich at your head and you catch it, you don't get arrested for breaking the no sandwich rule. Like, I'm the one that brought the sandwich and provoked your engagement with the sandwich. But also, you demand we buy a PlayStation if we want games, but like, PlayStation doesn't have this game. So what was the point of saying this at all? I love how eager the PlayStation base is to talk shit on Starfield. Like, they're so eager that they're just making things up now. This game is selling amazingly. Just because it dropped from a really impressive spot on the charts to a slightly less impressive spot on the charts, that doesn't mean there's anything at all going poorly for it. And this also glosses over the fact that y'all take every possible opportunity to brag about exclusives on the PlayStation, but the literal second that Xbox does the same thing, you lose your minds. So fuck it, I'll keep screenshotting your stupid tweets and putting ads on them. Toodles.